Hello, everybody. Phil, the miniature model maker again, coming to you for the second time today. And I've got all of the Gouf Flight Type parts cleaned up and ready to go. So we'll finish our assembly and move on to the next one. This is quite the kit. So we're going to start over here. Our next step is making this piece here, starting with parts 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and 26. These right here. So we'll get these where we're going. This one looks generally okay, pretty easy, nothing too crazy, other than the small thrusters. As always the small parts. This little guy here, and this one here. When you are removing these from the sprue, these wings are really delicate, and if you're not careful, clipping one of these other parts will tear this off. I actually ended up with quite a big divot as it just tore out. So make sure to clip out this part first. And actually, there's still a little bit left there, so we're just going to give this another quick hit with this sanding sponge. There we go. That's evened out. But yeah, make sure to clip that edge out first. And the same here with part 24. There's a sprue connection on this piece. Get that first because it's thin and delicate and will potentially have issues with sprue marks or damage. And then just make sure to carefully look around, see if there's any weird molding issues. I don't know what your kit's going to end up being like, but this one was pretty good. So we will start first with 14 and 16. This is part 14. And here is part 16. And we are going to glue these. Just push that in a little bit, just like always. Get it in there enough that it's going to stay. Pull out your glue. And then on the inside, where you're not going to see it very much, you can put a lot. And here we are. Now that it's together, let's see if there's any points to consider. It's pretty good. Nothing too crazy. So if you get glue splooge over here, that's maybe half a milliliter. I've been thinking water chemistry. Half a millimeter there to kind of scrape off. And I'll clean this right here. But otherwise, there are some good opportunities for panel line enhancement. Just be very, very careful. That's an exceptionally thin piece. So maybe 3, maybe 4 strokes at most with your scribe to get that. And then down here, these are pretty good. I wouldn't worry about that. But there is a decent size mold hole here that could stand to be filled. That's too thick, too deep to do the sanding trick very well. You'd lose a lot of this fin edge here. Okay, and then 18 is right here, and we have, it's a pretty decent piece. There's a little bit of mold inconsistency there. And it never hurts to just touch up the edge of these thrusters with your sandpaper. You never know what kind of little inconsistencies there are. We'll just go like that. And do. Okay, so this one can't really do how we always do. Gonna have to put the glue in the hole first. There we are. And now we can that's too much. Let the capillary action do its work. And let it sit and push. And there's opportunity for some cleaning depending on how you want it to look. This section here is molded detail and is kind of beveled to this section here. So if you want to clean that out, you're going to come in at an angle there to do that. But not bad. Not bad at all. All right, and we take this piece here, oriented like so, and our part 20 there's a peg here and then a molded thruster that looks like it's going to go up into there. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more filing on that just to make sure. And I'm not going to sand the top of this thruster. It's already narrow. We'd start to lose detail on it if we did that. And our drop of glue, and maybe a little bit around the edge of this thing there. And pray that it goes in smoothly. I think we're going to need our tweezers for that. There we are. Easy. Easy. Lucky. Now the back of this has some weird mold lines, like perhaps they were looking to do a panel here, but the mold itself is soft in some of these areas. It almost looks like you could either fully sand it down or work this corner here down just a little bit to enhance those. And again, another mold divot that's on a part too small to sand. All right, so that's that. Let's go ahead and get the thruster. And our tweezers. And push. There we are. Looking good. Looking good. Then our last piece is going to be this winglet going here. And that's facing this way. Is this the wrong? Nope. And there we are. And I sanded that nub down, that tab down just enough so it looks like an intentional mold line. Lucky me. So that one's done. Those pieces there. Now let's go ahead and do these two. You go. Uh-oh. No. Not you.